Hello, YouTubers and all those who happen to watch. DanVanDam here to do another approach as well to the worth your 360 points. When I do a solo review, you'll have the little buddy behind me doing some footage, as well as me just talking about the game as well. Let's get right into the meat and bones of this game. The game we're talking about today is Prototype for the Xbox 360. This game is a mature rating at obviously 17 plus, see your ID. This game basically is in New York, where you are a character named Alex, where you have to discover your own identity by absorbing other characters, as well as, various things you have to do throughout the city by unlocking, little change in your memory, is what they would call them in this game. One of the main things that turned me off about this game thus far was some of the storyline. Not all of it, but some of the storyline. I really thought it was going to be something very unique. However, that government conspiracy, why am I like this, blah 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 kind of ordeal is something that's been played throughout so many games. And this game, of course, was more of a just purely free roam, and it would have been an incredible game. But it has sort of that GTA feel to it, as well as, lab experiment gone wrong kind of feel to it, so it doesn't entirely suck that bad. Now, this game, of course, is good, don't get me wrong. A few reasons why is that, the free roam is just really fun to run around and kill stuff with. After a couple missions, you'll probably get bored and sick of the game, but if you can always rely on the free roam to do whatever the hell you want, then the game isn't horrible. It does remind me strongly, as the GTA series did with their free roam. You can just basically grab a gun, shoot someone down, and really, this game, you don't necessarily suffer that many consequences because you are a freaking human weapon. You do unlock various amounts of abilities. Some examples are your hands can turn into like this big concrete style kind of fist, and you can just knock around whatever you want. It's a hammer fist, basically, what you want to call it in a nutshell. And you also got a blade, like a blade arm, and various things to mess around with. The things I did not like about this game, though, again, was, the storyline was just bunk. I'll just be straight up forward with that. It was kind of bunk. You can get past that and enjoy the game for a lot of its variety, because this game does have a lot of variety, then, you might be getting somewhere. If you want to compare this game next to Infamous, both Infamous and Prototype do have pretty crappy storylines. Now, you could be a fanboy for either one of the games and try to tell me up and down the games are horrible storylines, you're just an asshole who don't understand it, you don't understand me, you don't understand me, so if favor cut your goddamn wrist. Thank you. This game really does, again, offer very, very, very good creativity behind it. You can decapitate people, you can cut them apart, you can clone yourself, or in this case, take people and absorb them into your own in their memories and gain their abilities. Basically what it is, I don't really see memories too much other than reflecting the storyline or a side storyline, but really does reflect a strong, bold sense of atonement when you can, take a tank and blow everything up. That's the coolest part of the game, I felt. You can just run around, do whatever the hell you want with the tank. The highlight, I think every other reviewer can back up me with that one as well. This copy did, however, discuss the box art, of course. Box art is very simple, nice. It's simple. It's really kind of would throw you off at first. You're going, type. This box does contain a cool t-shirt, which I'm wearing right now, and also contains very, very solid EA style play, as well as for the game you can think of as Sandbox. The game does feature very gruesome enemies, because they are kind of a dick to maneuver around and get used to, but once you get the curve of the game, which is, for me, it took me about 8 to 10 minutes to really get fully acquainted with the game, because you can climb on buildings, you can go as high as you want in the buildings, you can climb them, run up them like a freaking Matrix on acid, do stuff in this game that makes Spider-Man cry like a little bitch. You can try to compare this to Spider-Man 3 or Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 1 games. So I felt this game was actually better than those games. And I played those and I thought they were okay. The same bloody thing like a Spider-Man game, but this game does pack a lot of variety and a lot of creativity, a lot of mini games, and sucks. The music isn't really that great. The game in itself is a solid gameplay experience. If you try to show off with your friends by destroying a lot of crap randomly in a building and building up to a tank, then, or I say pick up the game. It is definitely worth your 360 points. Of course, though, I would recommend this game when it drops down to 40 or 30 bucks. Like this at like $50, and I gotta say, it is a really good bargain if it was $30 or $20 or $2. I would strongly go for it when it gets cheaper. And it's a really good game. I'd really recommend renting it too, because obviously if you get like a Netflix or something that's related to gaming, worth picking it up that way as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the footage behind me and you enjoyed the little brief review. I get truly enthusiastic about this game when it first came out. I picked it up recently because I heard a lot of decent things from my friends as well as other people. Give it a shot. It's actually quite enjoyable. The roam aspect of it as well as the little bit of the missions at first, and I get kind of repetitive, but it's a solid game today. Thank you guys so much for watching.